Tammy. How are you? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So tonight I decided I've been working extremely hard today, die cutting all day, except when I went to the airport to get Jamie. I've been die cutting all kinds of stuff. So I have tons and tons of clutter caddies. I'm not done yet. I will have to continue after the live, but I wanted to come on and do a live with you guys since we won't be able to do any lives Friday, Saturday because of the retreat. Yay! Hi Gail. Hey Mama. So I know you guys who've been watching for a while know that I've been working on this Colordex right here, and we've done all of my months so far except I still have August and September. So since my baby boy was born in August, I thought we could do this little guy right here, this little cactus guy, for August. So I'm gonna do a couple of things. Hi Kathy. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm gonna use the sentiment happy birthday from our new everyday sentiments, and we're gonna put that on the Colordex card. And but I didn't want to, like, most of them we did the background, except for January we did like the background so the tabs are colored, but I thought for August I would like it to just remain the white color that it is. And so a while back we made this background on a live, and I thought I would use this, and I'm going to use our Colordex Scalloped. I'm going to use this piece from that set. So what it's going to do is give me a border. So I'm going to cut it out of this, and we're going to place it on here, and it's going to give us almost like a little window for our little cacti and our little happy birthday. So I have not tested to see if the happy birthday and the cactus will fit on there, but we'll do that as we go along. So we'll make it work somehow. Or, you know, maybe we'll use best wishes. I don't know. Something. Yes, I enjoyed visiting with you today too, Mama. So we're going to use this. It's from our cacti set. They're so cute, aren't they? They're so stinking adorable. So I have them already on here. I haven't stamped them yet, but I have them ready to go. So I'm going to put that aside because I don't need that right now. Put that aside because we're going to work on this little guy first. So I'm going to use my Memento ink. I like the little balloon guy too. He's so cute. And I thought we'd color him. He's just a little guy, so we could color him up, and we can make the Colordex card all tonight, all things tonight. So I'm going to use my espresso for even pressure. And then this is brand new. I haven't stamped on this yet. So, hey honey, can you come help me real quick? So I want to make sure. There we go. I'm going to this is touching the table. The camera's touching the table, so every time I move the table it shakes. So if you could move it back real quick for me, that would be great. I'm going to stamp it one more time just because it's lighter on this side than it is on this side, because I guess I didn't get enough ink on there. So we're going to stamp it just one more time. Perfect! Yay! Okay. So this is a little guy we're going to use. And I'll put my Misty up. And I have not chosen colors, but I figured we'd make this little guy some kind of green. So that is what we're going to do now, is choose some colors for our little cacti. And I think I want to use, so let's swatch. I haven't swatched with you guys in a while. So what I mean by that is we're just going to take a little piece of the same Sweet Sentiment paper that I'm using for both. And we're just going to test out these colors. This is G85 and this is G82. And I generally put them together to make sure they blend really well, which these two do. So I'm going to choose, I need to choose a darker color as well. So I think I'm going to go with G99. And we'll test them all one more time when we get done. I think G99 is good. And then I want to go a little bit more in the yellow green. Oh, neon. A neon cactus. We'll do his balloons and his hat in neon. But this is kind of for, like, I was kind of doing it because of my son, not because of, so this is YG11. I kind of think that one brightens it up a little bit, but or we could use YG21. So we just kind of, maybe we could just use both. Let's just use both. Why not? That makes 5 markers. Woohoo! So I'm going to start with G99. And the reason I put them side by side is so I can make sure that they blend really well together. This is G85. I think they go really well together. This one is G82, just a little bit lighter. Then YG11, which starts to brighten it up a bit. And then to highlight some of it, we'll use the YG21. Those two work really good together. So I think that whole little blend there is super cute. Am I on early? Is it not 9:30? Oh, I went live at 9:30. Hi, Judy. And I don't know what colors of the hat and stuff like that, but we'll get to that. But we'll use some fluorescence because somebody said fluorescence, so we will use some fluorescence tonight. And I put these all in there backwards. When I'm coloring, I like them to be on this side of me, so I like them to go from dark to light, like that. And I got me a new little die cutting machine for my desk. I'll show you guys in a little bit, so that I can easily die cut right here and I don't have to ask Dale to do it for me. Oh, your clock is wrong. Uh-oh. Hey, Susan. So here we go. I zoomed in a bit so you can really see the little cacti dude. And I just love him. He's so stinking cute. So we're going to start with G99. And the first thing I'm going to do is color in the inside of his mouth. Not the teeth or the tongue, but definitely the inside. I like to put the darkest color in there. I feel like it gives it depth. So that's why I do that. And I wanted to get that done. So you can definitely see that. Hi, Rhonda. Okay, so now we're going to work on shadow areas. And I'm going to start under his arm right here. And I'm going to put a little bit under here. And a little teeny bit right here. And then I'm going to go down further. So just above his leg and definitely below his leg. And then we're going to put a little bit on his leg. Same side. So I'm keeping the shadowing more like all on this side since the light would be this way. You've been putting your classes together and it's a lot of work. Oh, imagine, Cheryl, how much work it is to write it all down and get it all together and post it all for you guys. After this live, I'm going to post all of Saturday's stuff. So stay tuned. Those who did not do the retreat don't know what we're talking about, but it's okay. All right, so we got some very dark color in here. I think I might want to do a little bit on this side just because I'm trying to keep all the darkest shades away from the light. Oh, your connection at camping's not good. Oh, I'm sorry. But thank you for trying. It is a lot of work. A lot of work. And it's even, and I have to search for all the products too. So you know, I know exactly what you guys are going through, but I put all mine aside in a little pile so that I'm ready when we do the retreat. So that makes it so much easier. So now I'm just going to start extending out from where I put those darker colors. Just a little bit further out. And it's blending nicely, so I'm super happy with the colors that we picked. Just make sure that you keep your basic supply list handy. Cheryl, did you get your package yet? Oh, I hope it makes it. I know some people have been getting theirs, so I know they're starting to make their way. He's so cute, isn't he cute? I think I'm a little bit up too high. I want to make sure you guys can see me while we're coloring. So today, my mom brought me, hey Christina! Today my mom brought me a little Sizzix die-cut machine for my desk, and I was so stinking excited about it. And then just before the live, I got it out, I put it on my desk, and then I got the little plates that go in it, and they don't fit in it. Watching every day, fingers crossed. My fingers are crossed too. G82 is next. So luckily, while I was in Florida, Cameron and Tyler took me to the HSN outlet, and I happened to get a diamond press little one for my desk as well, so I had a backup. Hi Virginia. So I'm super happy about that. So we'll be able to die cut together tonight, so no fussy cut. So we're in the third color, so whenever we're in the third color of the combination, we always add just a little bit more of that color because it's the true color of our little cacti. That's okay, Mom. It's okay. I was like, oh man, they don't fit. I was a little bummed, but it's okay. We'll find some that do. Yeah, the small machines. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. So I now have two as well, and this diamond press. We're about to find out how it works because it's brand spanking new. Look, this is the folder that you put it in. It's never been used. It's brand new. YG11. So we'll know all together if it works. You have the one that Jamie has? Yeah. She was tired. She got up really early this morning, so she's napping. We're already in bed, whichever way you want to look at it. But I wanted to hang out with you guys, so I went ahead and did the live. But we don't have Jamie tonight, but tomorrow night, well, you'll have me and Jamie, because she said she would stay up late tomorrow for the live. I like this color combination. I think it's coming out very nice. I don't want to leave too much for the yellow green because I feel like that's going to really lighten it up, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm just leaving a very small white area, a couple of white areas for that. We got to get some of this down here in his legs though. You can't not have all the colors in there. So I teased that when we first came out with these, I thought they kind of looked like pickles with hair, but but they really are cactus. And the more I look at them, the more I think they look like cactus. But when I first saw them, I thought, oh, look at those. They look like pickles. Hi, Carolyn. But now that I've colored them, I'm like, they're super cute. I just love them. We're going to add this yellow green to everything. It's a highlight color, but it's also going to keep all the tones correct to just wash over the other colors with this one as well. So that's why I'm going over everything. It's going to lighten him up a bit, and I'm okay with that. So there he is in all his green glory. If you think you can find them, I don't know if they're going to be available, but you can certainly look if you want. Okay, so now we did the cactus. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but on this image it's so cute. But because he's a cactus, he already popped one of the balloons, so he only has 2 left. He had 3, now he only has 2. I think that's funny. Alright, so we're going to get our swatcher out again. Hello, Renska. Because we're going to choose our colors. And I'm feeling a little bit like, because it's my son, that I should stick with more of like orange and blue and purple. So if we want to throw some fluorescent in there, I'm going to pull those colors out. We're going to use the fluorescent markers, but we need a couple of colors to go with them. So that's what the swatching is going to be for. So before I do that, I have to kind of, hi Sharon, I have to kind of look at the shade of the color. So that's my orange fluorescent. So when you see that up close, it's hard to tell on camera, but it's really bright. It's really, really bright. So I need to find some orange that I think will go really well with that. So I'm feeling a little bit like YR04 maybe. I think I probably only need maybe 3 colors. So I think what I'm going to try to do is like, this is YR07 and then YR04, and those go really well together. And then we'll brighten it way up with, hello Michelle, with FYR1. Yeah, I think we can get away with that. So that's the fluorescent yellow red 1. That's what that stands for, just in case you were curious. So YR07, YR04, and FYR1. It seems like the video pauses every now and then, so I hope that's not causing a problem for you guys. There's 2 fluorescent blues. So this one is more of a deeper blue, and this one is more of a brighter blue. So those 2 work together really well. So we just need 1 more darker than that. So this is, start unpacking my goodies from last year. Hi Meg. So this is fluorescent blue 2 and fluorescent blue green 2. So we're going to use both of these. And then I think the one that I'm going to add to this is maybe B06. Let's see if B06 is dark enough. This is B06. Oh yeah, perfect. That might be a little bit more. I might want a little bit more of a blue green, I think. Let's try a blue green. Let's try a BG07 and see if that's better. Because I kind of want to stay a little bit more on the blue green. This one will bring it back to a blue. Oh yeah, that blends really good. Really nice. And then it'll bring it back to the blue green with this FBG2. I think that's the route I'm gonna go. So BG07, FB2, and FBG2. So now we have orange and blue. Isn't he just a cutie? And I think we should add some purple to him too. So I have this FV2, and it's a bright purple. It's not too bright, but I want to try to stay in that purple tone, which some people think that there's not a whole lot of purples in the Copic family, but I think you can make the purples that you want if you play with enough colors. So I think I'm going to try this. I don't know how it's going to work. BV08, it's going to be very dark. And then let's see if we throw in V25. Hi, Gayla. Christina. For V25 is not quite dark enough, so I think I may try V28 because I want it to be just a little bit darker than that. No, not a fan of that either. So let's see, maybe I'll go with, let's try V17. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. This is what we got, BV08. And I always save the scraps from my Sweet Sentiment paper so I can do this swatching when I'm trying to pick new colors. See how pretty that goes together? And then here's the fluorescent one as well, which will brighten it up just a little bit more. So I think we're going to go with these three. And I'm going to put them in my other holder here. So BV08, V17, and FV2. So we have 3 balloons, one of them popped already, and then we have his hat to do. So I think for the balloons, I'm going to do blue and orange, and then we'll add the purple as an accent. We're going to try not to do Sandy's favorite all over this guy. So I'm going to start with the orange. And I'm going to do the back balloon back here. So I'm going to start by just putting some of this YR07 in here, just along the bottom. Now remember we said the light was coming this way, so I want to get it along the back side. And then a little bit here, and we'll worry a little bit more about how we're going to make this balloon see through the other one. So just be patient. You didn't notice the pop balloon? I know, it's all popped one down here. So he had 3 balloons, but because he's a cactus, you know, he couldn't help it. He's still happy though. Okay, so this is YR04, and we only have 3 colors in our combination. So I am going to go ahead and start really forming this balloon. And then I'm also going to start the shape of the balloon behind it. You'd love it even more. And then I'm going to grab my YR01. I know we didn't pick that in the combination, but I want to use that to kind of color in this balloon in the background here. And we need it to be significantly lighter because the blue is going to go right over top of it. And then I'm going to go into the fluorescent for the rest of the balloon. And it's going to be really bright. And we can tip to tip if we need to. But we want to leave some highlight going on here. So this may take a little bit of work to get a really smooth color. So if we need to, we can tip to tip. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of nurse this line where the darker shades meet up with the fluorescent, just to kind of blend that out a bit. I think we could get away with it just like this, but we'll get a much smoother look if we tip to tip. How long have I been coloring Copics? I'm still not comfortable. My collection is now complete. I've been coloring with Copics for, I don't know, 12, 15 years, something like that. I don't know. It's been a really, really long time. And I would say it took me a good year or two before I felt really comfortable with what I was doing. I mean, I could do images. I started out following people like you guys are watching right now. And then I moved on to attempting to do things on my own. And then once I got used to it and colored a lot with the markers, but when I say that, it took me that long, and then I got pretty good, but I colored every single day with rare exception. I'm just going to wipe off the dark off this marker so it's back to normal. But I practiced every single night, even if it was only 10 or 15 minutes. I would pick up the marker so that I had some good feel for it and use of it all the time, because it's the repetition that gets you there. And if you're not doing the repetition, then it's going to take you longer to get there. Hi, Taz. Now we're going to switch over and do the blues. We did the oranges, and now we're going to do the blue. So I'm going to take the first one, which is the darkest one, BG07, and I'm going to start that one like along this edge. I want the shadow to be along this side. I'm going to go over this with the lighter color, but I don't want to go too far because the sun's coming, the light's coming from this way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that blue in there. And then I'm going to do the FB2. And this is the true color, so remember, we're going to do a lot more coloring with this one. I'm going to start working this one into the orange. They'll overlap and they'll probably change the color, but it's okay, because when balloons, when you see one balloon through the other, it can appear to be a different color. And we could have made it yellow, and then we'd have had blue and yellow makes green, but hi, Jeanette. And then the last one is FBG2. And this is the one that we're going to start really blending out those colors. So we put that over top of the orange so that it'll really look like that orange is shining through. Now, if you want, you can always go back over the orange to bring that out a little bit more. So I would take that lightest color, hi Maggie, the FYR one, and now that we have some blue in there, if we just touch over top of where the other one was, you can see the balloons through each other. You see that? Is that coming through on the camera? It's hard to tell. I'm going to use the darkest shade, YR07, just to do the bottom part of here. And I'm going to do the same thing with the BG07, so I can do this bottom part. But that's kind of how you get the balloons to see through each other. You just use a much lighter color of the same shade that you're using and put that, just color it underneath this color. And it comes out great. Just practice it. Do your swatching if you need to, like we did here. It's a great effect. And it just makes it. It's just so much better than just coloring the whole front one blue. It just gives you a really good effect. Now this one that's broken down here, I'm going to put a little bit of purple on that, but doesn't need a whole lot. So I'm going to start just down here on the bottom part and with the really dark purple, and then I'm going to come in with the fluorescent, the FV2, and I'm just going to finish this one on. You won't be able to see it a lot because it is a popped balloon, but I still think it's cute. So I'm going to set these over here, the purple ones next to me, because now we're going to do his little hat. And I think we're going to make the stripes on his hat match the orange and blue, and then the purple will be the other part. So let's start with the blue. And I think we're going to do this little bit right here in the blue and this one. So every other one. And we'll get us some blue and green on his little hat and some purple for the fun of it. FB2. That's probably all you're going to get up there because it's shadowed by the little topper there in purple. Hello, hello, yay, you're home now. You can talk back to us. This is FBG2. There we go. That one looks really good. And I might touch up here just to get that color on there. Not that I think you can really tell, nor do I think it really matters all that much, but most of the time I remove both lids. If I'm only doing one teeny tiny little thing, sometimes I don't, but I always remove both lids because it equalizes the pressure. Like the core is in here and it reaches both ends of the marker, so if you leave this cap on, then it closes it off to being equalizing, so it comes to this end, and then sometimes it blobs on your paper. And I've heard some people say that's a myth. However, since I've been doing it, I haven't had it blob on my paper. So myth or not, I'm going with it. It works for me. YR07. I don't like blob messes on my paper because it messes everything up. So I always take them both off. And I always put the same one back on the same end. So this is clean, but if there's a dirty one, like if the one that's touching this, if it's not clean yet, I make sure I put them back on the same end, so that when I go and do marker maintenance, I don't have to clean both caps because only one cap will have stuff in it. So it's just a maintenance thing that makes life easier for me. So this one I'll go back on the same end, which is why this stand helps a lot too, because you put this one here, and then you always know which end the cap came off of. Mine are pretty clean right now because I did a lot of marker maintenance not too long ago. So they're in pretty good shape right now. If you haven't done marker maintenance on yours, you should check out that video we have on YouTube because it's super great. All right, switching it over to my purple, and we're gonna finish off with just giving this just a touch of purple, and then we have to do his little tongue and his little teeth, but we're almost done. So the bottom part that's closest to his head's where I'm putting all of this deep dark color. And then just a little bit in these. I don't want too much because I don't want it to be really dark purple. I want it to be the brighter purple. So this one is V17, and it's gonna be very light because these are very small spots. So I'm not putting a whole lot, I'm just putting a little bit, leaving some white for the last shade. There we go. And then the last one, the FV, is really going to make it, it's gonna make it brighter. So it's a much brighter color. You guys hear Jack snoring under my desk? I can hear him. So now we have this cute little purple with the green and blue. I think it came out good. I love the colors together, so I'm super happy with the way they turned out. Now we're going to cut him out as soon as we do his little tongue. So I'm just going to grab our 12 and I'm just going to color in his little tongue. And then I'm going to grab my C1 just to put a little bit of shading at the top of his teeth. It just kind of makes that white stand out just a little bit better when you do it like that. And then we have this cute little guy. He's so stinking cute. I love him. Okay, now we have to cut him out so we can put him on our background. So we get to use the new diamond press. Ooh-wee. Don't know how that'll go, but we'll see. All right. So it said I just have to put this and this. I got to get it on there right, you guys. Be patient with me. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of washi tape on there. I usually take the washi tape and put it on my hand before I use it, so take a little bit of the sticky off. It makes it a little bit easier for me to get it off the paper, because sometimes I tend to rip the paper if I take it off too fast or if I put it on there too much. And then I just put it in this little thing. It's just like a little sandwich. And then I run it through here. I hope this works because I've never used this before. It's brand spanking new, so we're about to find out if it works. It didn't seem like it pressed too hard. Oh, it did. Oh, look, it worked perfectly. That's exactly what I needed for my desk. A little bitty handy one. Yay! Okay, so I knew the dies would work and everything, but I wasn't sure if the diamond press would work with just a folder. That's it. Look at that, just a folder. Okay, let me zoom out just a little bit so you can see the machine. And you just put the folder in there and you just wind it up and it does it. It's really neat. It's called a diamond press and they're fairly inexpensive. I got mine at the HSN outlet and it was only like 15 bucks. So now I want to use this background. Yeah, I know, but that's the way. That's what it says in the instructions. That's how it says to use it. So I'm going to choose where I want to die cut on this part that I want one side to be lighter than the other. So I'm going to just put this in here. And I'm not going to tape this one because I think it'll stay. And then I'm just going to pick it up and you just feed it in here. Oops, I let go of it. And then I open it up and voila! Isn't that cool? I don't know where else you can get them, but it is called the diamond press. And that is super great. And it does stick to your desk. So it has a suction on it that will stick. And then you just pull this if it sticks to your desk and you need to pick it up. Oh, 4 or 6 inches. Let's look. I think it is 4 by 6. So, well, it's a little more than 4. It's about a little over 4 1/4. And then about 6 1/4. 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So big enough to do what you need on your desk at the time. I got it really inexpensive. I only paid 15 bucks for this sucker. I'm pretty sure it's more than that on HSN, but That's DP, that stands for diamond press. That's what they call this little machine, a diamond press. When I opened it up, I was like, a folder? This isn't gonna work. But it does. It works really good. And every time you buy a die from them, they give you a new folder. There you go. Make something great with the diamond press. You have the Gemini Mini and it's the same size as that, and you only use a folder also. There you go. See? So there are some out there. I just didn't know. And this cute die came from our scalloped die set. So since I'm doing the months, I already had the August sheet, so I didn't have to cut out the outside, but I wanted to use this little outside frame. There's two frames in here. One is just a square, or a rectangle actually, and then the other one is a little bit wavy, and then there's some flags, and then the outside, this die cut actually cuts with wavy all the way around. So it's pretty neat, and we'll play with these again later, where I'll use all the pieces. But for tonight, I wanted to just use that one scalloped for the center of this one. So what I thought was, they don't sell them in Canada. They don't sell the Gemini in Canada. That's a bummer. See how this fits right inside? I think that's super neat. And I want to put this little guy on there. This is sort of my plan. This is the plan I had. I can put him down here, or I can put him up high. I hadn't decided where I was going to put him yet, but I definitely wanted to fit the happy birthday on there. And of course some bling. I know you did. I'm sorry, Mom, but that's okay. We'll get together again. Okay, so I want to put the happy birthday one on there because I just love this sentiment. This is the sentiments that we released in July. And it's got everything that you need. It's called Everyday. The purple one is $72.95. This one? I got it for $15. Wow, I got a really good deal. Man. Wow. So if you can find an HSN outlet near you, that's what I recommend. That's what I did. Well, I was in Florida. They don't have one here, but yeah, I love this stamp set. It's got everything that I wanted on there. You know, because my Jamie takes care of me, so it has everything I wanted on there. I think I'm going to put this down a little bit more. That way I can put him up with the little balloons, and then I can put the happy birthday on here. I was just going to stamp it with black, but this is slick. I'm a little bit worried about that. I don't think that I have... I think all my ink pads, I don't think I have a stays on, but I'm going to check. Oh yeah, I do. I have a stays on jet black. That's what we're going to use because this is glossy paper, and if I use the Memento, I'll smear it. I just know me. And I'll smear it. And I don't want to smear it. So, we're going to put it on our Misty again up here in the corner. Put our magnet on there. And then I'm going to put this exactly where I want it. And we're doing this happy birthday because it's going to be my son's birthday in that month. I did get a really good deal. I can't believe that. I didn't realize that was... I mean, I just bought it because I'd been wanting one that was on my desk. And I was like, well, for that much, if I don't like it, it won't be a big deal. Oh, I like it a lot. I like it even more now. I like it even more now. I might have had my magnet too close, so I may have to stamp my H again. But I don't ever watch HSN because I can't seem to get it on my TV because I don't have cable anymore. But I'm going to try to download the app before the next time they're on. Look at how beautiful. It's so beautiful. I do have to wipe this one off right away though, because it is definitely one that will stain your stamp set. So we have to wipe it off right away. And I have some Stays On cleaner. I don't know how well it works, but I'm not going to use I'm going to use a different cloth to clean that up with. So I'm going to use my Stays On. It's got like a little, it's like a bingo dauber. And I don't know if you're supposed to rub lightly against rubber stamp, wipe off excess solution on a damp cloth. So we're just going to put a little bit on there, and then we're going to rub it off. Oh, look at that. Took all the black off. That's amazing. So usually that ink stains the stamp so bad that I just don't like to use it. But it looks like that worked really well. It still stained it just slightly, but it's way lighter than it would have been. I wonder if we could do it again. That would get some more off of there. Let's try it one more time. I don't know. All-purpose stamp cleaner. Maybe I needed my stamp cleaner to be wet. It wasn't wet, so let's wet my stamp cleaner. And now we'll try it with wet cloth. Well, maybe I waited too long. I don't know. But it didn't completely clean it off, but it did pretty good. I mean, it did way better than usually when I have them stained, the stamp, they're so dark. It's just black. So I don't usually like to use this kind of stuff when I'm using my stamps, but with this ink pad, I just got this ink pad. I'm super happy with it. But stamps are meant to be used, and so if you can see, if you stain them, then they are what they are. I am okay with that. I'd rather use my stuff than not use it. But look, it's not too bad. It definitely helped a bit. All right. I'll clean the other one later. I hope that's dry. I'm very worried. I'm so worried, but I touched it anyway, and look, it worked. Yay! Okay, so now you know if you're going to stamp on slick paper, you have to use Stays On ink. Memento would have smeared, and so would VersaFine. That's super cute. Okay, let me see, where's my glue? Alright, so those of you who haven't used Barely Art glue, you should. It's amazing. Honestly, I would never use any other glue, and I hardly ever use score tape anymore. Most things I just use the Barely Art glue on. But every now and then you need something that's just a little bit stronger than Barely Art glue. So we're going to put this on here. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to rub it with my espresso just to get it attached really well without rubbing across the words. Yay! No smears! Woo woo! Alright, so I'm super happy about that. So what I want to do with the balloons is I'm going to grab my Sweet Pops, which are these, if you don't have any, or if you have some kind of pop dot, this is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to cut it in half because I don't need that big of a piece. And I'm going to actually glue this guy down, but I'm going to pop up his balloons so they stick up a little bit more than the rest. So I'm just going to put this on the back, and then I'm going to put glue on him. I'm excited with how he's coming out. I really like him. I probably could have put a dot on his hat too, but hindsight, what can I say? All right, here we go. Oh, I should peel this off. Otherwise, it won't stick. Okay, there we go. All right, so I want those balloons to be up by the word August, but I don't want to hide his little, look at that. How stinking cute is that? All right, so I'm gonna press that down real quick with my espresso. Make sure the glue gets on there real good. And then of course we're going to use our dots because I love to use our dots. And then when we get done, I'm going to show you guys all the stuff I was cutting today. It is craziness, I tell you. My trash can is overflowing. Overflowing with scrap paper. Okay. So we have these in the shop. They're called Sweet Sentiment Stamps, enamel dots. And I have white, so we could color these with Copics if you didn't have the color that you wanted. But I kind of like these. And let's see if we have any orange that might be similar to that, because the orange, I think orange would be really cute. Nope. I don't think I have any orange glitter. So I might just stick with those. Well, I have some a little bit, those are about the same. I'm just gonna look through my little stash here real quick, because clearly we have a lot of glue dot, of enamel dots. So, no, there's orange, but it's kind of orange, but I think I like the blue better. Hi, Cameron. So I think I'm going to stick with the blue. I think I like the blue the best. Also, if you guys saw on the other live that we did, this is copper. Nope. Other lives that we did, I talked about these mini enamel dots, these tiny ones. They're called Rainbow Pearls. They're back in stock. So if you were looking for those, that's where you can get them. Okay. So this is called Euphoric Sparkle, and I am going to decorate with the teal ones because I just think they'll look really, really cute on here. So I'm going to put one off. You know I like to do them in lots of 3. And I like to do all the sizes because, you know, all the sizes. Hi, Debbie. And then I think I'm gonna put a few more. I'm gonna put some down here. And now I have an even number, so I need more dots. So that's 6. And I might just throw in a few, right, maybe here. Just have to do it wherever I feel like it would be best. Maybe I'll do one down here. I like them to be all over the place. Look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. I love it. What do you guys think? It's gonna be so cute. It works out so perfectly with our so these are the Colordex. Those who didn't see the other ones, these are the ones we've made so far. January, February, March, and he wobbles. April, not that one. That one just got stuck in there. May, June, July. Then now we have August. So cute. We're missing September. That's the one we'll do next. It's blank. We still have to do something with September, but I think that might be up with the next release. And then October, November, and December, and I'm almost done. Yay! You only use 3 enamel dots? Oh, I like a lot of enamel dots. I like to use a whole bunch. Look at how cute he is in all his enamel dots. Okay, so you guys want to see what I've been working on? Okay, so not to mention that, look at this is my magnetic sheet that has holes in it now. That's a hole right there. It's already been flipped over, and I had to cut the edges because it presses it out. And all these are all wrinkled. It happens, it happens. And my metal plates are all messed up. Just because I had to cut all these. So you ready? Here we go. This is stack 1. That's stack 1. This is stack 2. This is the third one. So I have these done. I still have to do another stack of these. And then I have all of these. You guys aren't going to believe this. Here we go. Ready? These are all the accent papers that go on those. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. Die cutting. I killed my machine, so I had to use my alternative machine. I have 2. I work it so hard it overheats. And then I have to let it rest. I have to let it rest, and then I have to use my other machine in the process, because this is our clutter caddy, and that's what I'm cutting. It's for the Duluth show that's coming up that we're doing next week. We had to have 330 of them for the Duluth make and take. And tomorrow Jamie and I are going to get our nails done. I need it real bad. I made us an appointment. And that doesn't even include the make and take we do at the booth. I've been cutting some of those too, but most of them we already had done. So in addition to all of the retreat stuff that we've been doing, I have been doing that in between. And picking Jamie up from the airport. And yeah, we've been super duper busy. But so if you guys hear me say, "Oh, I killed my machine," do things like this for all the shows? Yes, ma'am. They tell us the count of how many people will be at the mega, and we have to make that many. And Duluth is 330. So yes, we have to do it before every single show. Look at my happy birthday. He's so cute. I'm so excited. I'm almost done. I only have 1 more month to go. Yay! So recap real quick before I say goodnight. We used the Everyday Sentiments stamp set that's new this month. We used the Cacti guy. Where'd he go? I lost him. Oh, here he is. We used this set called Cacti, and we used this little guy down here. Isn't this cute? If you put free hugs with him, like you would hug him with a broken balloon. And we used the Colordex Die-Scalloped, this centerpiece right here. I know. Yeah, I kill machines. I can't help it. They do come back to life when the motor cools off and stuff, then you can use them again. But I mean, literally, like my Gemini is still on my desk right here. So like I have this space that you guys can see that we're coloring in right now. But all around me is all that other stuff. This is all the space I have on my desk right now. But I was like, I can still do a live with you guys. I can do it. So there you go. There's our cute little cacti guy and our happy birthday Colordex card. And don't forget, if you want to sign up for the ATC swap, it is going on. The sign up is going on now. Just look in the Sweet Sentiment Stamps group and sign up. All you got to do is comment. All the details are in the post, so you can check that out. We would love to have you. Other than that, if you're going to be in Duluth, we'd love to see you. And Jamie and I will be here tomorrow night for another live, and we will be here tomorrow night for a live, and we'll be doing it together. So you'll get to you will either get to see both our hands or one of our hands, but you will hear us both talking tomorrow night. So you guys have a great evening. Yes. Oh, garage sale. Eesh. Oh, yay, celebrating family birthdays. That sounds like fun. When are you loading the Saturday stuff? As soon as I'm done, I'm loading the Saturday. As soon as I'm done with this this live and downloading the video from the live, and then I'm going to start posting all Saturday stuff. So stay tuned. It's coming. I had to get it all together, but I think I'm there now. So I will be posting that shortly, so hang tight. And thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys like this little cactus guy. He's so cute. And I will see you guys here tomorrow night, 9:30 Central Time. I'll talk to you then. Good night.